Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today, playing the Relic Challenge for May 9th, 2026. The character has the Ironclad and the modifiers are Heirloom, start with 1 rare relic. Flight, you may ignore path to the next room to travel to. And Night Terrace, resting at rest side, steals 100% of HP, but costs 5 max HP. I see Gemini here with 1369, that's a great score. Goldberry 1204 and Alex 1183, so people are able to get into top 20. 1369 is a pretty good score though. Let's see what I can do here. Alright, we started with Ginger. You can no longer become weakened. That is nice. Not my favorite rare relic, but I will take it. 2 elite paths. They will merge at the last elite here with an extra question mark after that. If I get there on the left, I'll get 4 early question mark rooms. If I get there in the middle, I'll get just 2. And on the right side, I'll get also 2. Okay, so yeah, let's start off early here. And then if I have a lot of gold, I might decide to hit the shop, but I probably avoid it for now. That wouldn't mind picking up some good cards. Alright, let's... Oh, I forgot at the flight modifier. I keep forgetting that. Alright, wait, let me review again so I can hit, okay, 3 of the 4 elites. That is fine. Alright. Alright, let's do bash and a strike here. Okay. And then 3 strikes is only 27. But you know what? I heal back 6 at the end of the fight anyway, so I'm okay losing the 6 HP here so that I can easily kill with a strike. Beautiful. Alright, Infernal Blade, Anger, Armaments. All of these are good. Infernal Blade might give me something amazing. Let's take that. And then here I got a strike and defend upgraded. And here I lose some HP for gold. I don't think I have enough gold for a shop yet. Let's just do another question mark room. Should I lose 11 HP? Let me see what this gives me. Thunderclap. Alright, not exactly what I was hoping for. Let's do 1 defend. That way I can heal back up to be where I started at least. Oh, final boss is Guardian. Okay, I will need some defensive cards for that Guardian fight. Okay. And then 21. Oof, unfortunately. Alright, taking a little bit more damage than I'd like here. Hopefully it'll be fine. Okay. Alright. Feel no pain. Disarm. Rage. Disarm would be really good against the Guardian. Let's take it. Doesn't really help me against the upcoming elites though. Here I'm losing 7 HP to get meal ticket. When we enter a shop, heal 15 HP. Not too bad. And here I got the sentries. Alright. Yeah. I need to get an Iron Wave here. I did not get that. Although, no, Uppercut also does not apply weakness first. It applies vulnerability. Or weakness... it applies to weakness first, so the artifact will protect this guy. Otherwise, I would have been able to defend there. Alright, fine. In that case, let's do uppercut for free, then a strike. And I'll play the defend just to avoid taking too much damage, but unfortunately, nothing I can do. No potions to help me either. I don't think I could have picked up really any other cards to help me perfect that one. Alright, here, let's do bash strike. That way I only take 9 damage. Actually, I have to be a little careful because I'm losing slightly more HP than I'd like, and I still have another elite after this. Luckily here I got 2 defense. I think I'll do... No, I don't think I'll do uppercut. Let's do 2 defense and a strike. Okay. I'm actually seriously worried because I am not guaranteed to defend every turn. Okay, I'm almost guaranteed to defend every turn. But I'm also going to lose a lot of HP. And I still have another elite after this. Alright. Yeah, I'm down to 12 HP now. Not great. Alright, here, bash strike, unfortunately, is not enough. I think I'll do a defend and then a bash. Okay. Alright, and then here... Okay, at least I got another defend there. Let's do uppercut, defend, and wait. Okay. Actually, I could have uppercut this guy to apply weakness. Now I'm drawing 2 defense. I could die here if I don't go draw a defensive card. Wow. Actually, no, I still am alive because of the uppercut. But I'm down to 1 HP, which is never good. I mean... It is early enough that I could easily retry this, but yeah, 7 HP. At least I got Blood Vial at the start of each combat, deal 2 HP and an attack push, and that might help. Twin Strike, Thunderclap, Flex. I think I'll take the Thunderclap for vulnerability. And let's risk the Lagavulin here. I have no good idea. Disarm does help, though, so let's start off with that. And then I guess I'll hope I get a Bash this turn. Well, I did. I think I'll keep the Infernal... Yeah, no, hang on. Let's do Bash here and then wait. And I'll save the Infernal Blade for later, so whatever I get will be 0 cost. Okay. So here I can do another bash and strike. The problem is I already lost 3 of my 5 defense, so this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Pummel strike, steering blow, headbutt. I think I have to hope that pummel strike gives me... Actually, I don't have a block card left. All right, so I have to hope that this gives me something amazing. It did not. Yeah, I am dead. I honestly don't know if I can reload and if that will give me a different outcome, but let's try it. Otherwise, I think I just lost too much HP against the sentries. Actually, I lost too much HP before that, too. Yeah, so maybe I should just retry it again and try to lose less HP. Alright, I think I'm going to do Bash and then Infernal Blade, knowing that I'm going to draw a bunch of defensive cards next turn. Let's try to change the RNG here. Let's take a headbutt, or play the headbutt to get the thunderclap. And then here, I did not draw a defense, so okay, at least I can survive though. That's the good news. Let's double defend for sure. And then thunderclap or strike. I might need the vulnerability next turn, so let's do thunderclap. Okay. I'm only down to 3 HP, and no, nothing. Well, hang on. Yeah, no, I don't have enough, right? Because I only have 16 exactly. This will still give me a pummel strike, which could... Nope, nope, nope. Oh, boy. And honestly, even if I survived that one, I guess I could have gone for a reset here. Let me try changing the RNG a few more times to get through this. Otherwise, I'll just reload and try to get back to this point with slightly more HP. So yeah, I'll speed this up. I'll be right back. Alright, I tried a few different things. Nothing helped here. So, okay, that was a bit disappointing. 49. I am curious where I stand in the rankings with 49 points. That sort of will give me a sense of how many people are still playing Silly Spire. Alright, alright. Let's assume 2,434 people are at least opening the game and getting a few floors in. Yeah, let's try this one more time, and I think the goal is to just basically avoid losing too much HP before the first boss. So yeah, I'll speed this up. I'll be right back with the Heirloom with hopefully more HP than I had before. I'm back to the Heirloom. This time I have 16 HP, which is slightly more than I had before. Let's see if that changes anything. That should give me at least a bit of a buffer, so I can still do Basher. It's interesting, I'm drawing the same cards. I had pretty much the identical run up until this point. I did attract the sentries in a different way, and that allowed me to end up with slightly more HP than I had now. I am still drawing a bunch of defensive cards this turn. That means this turn I'll just have to defend, which is fine. I will still drink this. I kind of want to headbutt the upgraded defend for next turn, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do defend, then headbutt the upgraded defend, and then do 2 strikes. Okay. All right. Can I defend here? I have 18. Okay, well, 18 total. So that is enough. And then here I got a cleave. Okay. All right. I still have to deal a lot of damage in 2 turns, which might be a challenge. Next turn I just have attack cards, so I think it has to be... I have to try to deal as much damage as I can. I don't even know what to bring back with the headbutt. I guess a cleave here? With -1 strength, dealing 29 damage might be a challenge. Let's do Thunderclap. Strike is 12, cleave is 10. 1 short again. I don't think there's a way for me to do this other than what? I guess skipping an elite, which would be horrible, but I just don't see a way out of this. Maybe picking up different cards instead of to disarm. Maybe I should have taken the, there's an armaments offered, right? Maybe I should drink the attack potion after playing the Infernal Blade. Let's try that, I guess. Okay. Alright, so Bash Strike here. That, I think, is the same. The problem is I just drew the upgrade defend already, right? Into my discard pile. Alright, you know what? I'm going to save, because I have the Infernal Blade next turn, right? Let's save the attack potion until then. So let's just do 2 strikes here. Okay. Alright, and then here, let's do the Infernal Blade for a headbutt. That's not very helpful. And then use this for a pummel strike. So I could do... Yeah, so I think if I do... Defend 1. Oh, I don't have energy. I'm dead, right? I was going to headbutt a defend and then draw it again, but yeah, I don't have enough for that. Alright, I'm going to try this one more time, and I think what I'll do is I'll just skip this elite, right? I think that's what I have to do. Yeah, I have to go for the question mark room. I just can't. It's actually, wait, it was this fight where I took a lot of damage, right? The mob fight. Not the mob fight, the jawworm fight. Can I just skip that and go for a shop? Let's try that. Maybe that'll change things. Maybe I'll get different card rewards there. Oh, I got 49 again. Okay, let's try this one more time, and I'll be right back with the shop. Okay, so I'm back with the shop. I don't have a lot of gold, but I mean, obviously I'm skipping the fight that I had here, and hopefully this will allow me to do better. There is a red skull here. There's also an entropic brew that might be slightly better. With flight, I feel confident I should be able to get the Relic shiny modifier, so I don't need the relic. Red skull is just really nice, but I don't think it's super necessary. In terms of cards, I mean, I could afford Metallicize and entropic brew. I think I'll do both of those. Yeah, I think the potions might help quite a bit against the 2 elites coming up. But here, I'm still fighting the jawworm. That's hopefully fine now. Let's Metallicize, defend, and then Infernal Blade for a blood for blood. Okay, so already the RNG is different. Right, here let's do 3 strikes. Okay, and then I just need to deal 11 damage next turn, which I should be able to do. Beautiful. So saving myself a lot of HP. Yeah, that changes things significantly, right? We've got a Blessing of the Forge, Headbutt, Flex, or Iron Wave. Iron Wave is nice. Let's take the Iron Wave. Yeah, and the card rewards are different too now. The Iron Wave, I might have a chance, actually, with the Blessing of the Forge too. I think I can do Blessing of the Forge, Metallicized, and Iron Wave. That would allow me to be fully defended this turn. And then having 4 block in return is going to be a huge difference, I think, especially against the sentries. Alright, yeah, this one was going to be almost impossible to protect unless... wait, no. If I do Uppercut, yeah, Strike alone is not enough. Unless I use the Entropic Brew, sure. Let's see. Okay, I was hoping for an Explosive Potion. Do I want to get... I could get an Upgraded Defend. That'll be 1270, not quite enough. Can I get an Upgraded Strike? Yes, yes. So I think I'll use the Gambler's Brew, get rid of 3 things here. Then the Upgraded Strike is enough for the Backliner, and I can do Defend to be fully defended. Alright, let's see if that helps anything. Alright, another 9. Yeah, there's the Upgraded Defend again. Let's do Uppercut Defend. Okay. Unfortunately, I do have the Upgraded Defend in my discard pile now. I still have the Iron Wave, though. I'll draw that. Thank you, game. Thank you for listening. Let's do Bash and Iron Wave. Okay. And then a Strike should be enough to get rid of the Backliner next turn. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, could draw another Upgraded Defend, but that's fine, hopefully. And just need an unupgraded Defend. Nah. Alright, alright. I had to get very lucky here to perfect this one. And unfortunately, I didn't. But at least I didn't lose a lot of HP like last time, so that should help. Okay. Got Meal Ticket still. We also got a Weakness Potion, which might help as well. Hemokinesis, Body Slam, Intimidate. Intimidate is nice for the weakness. I am tempted to take the Hemokinesis. It does deal a lot of damage, and I could get some self-harm synergies going here. Alright, Lagavulin, let's start with the Bash and wait. Guess I don't have the Infernal Blade anymore, do I? No, never mind. I did take it. Yeah, alright. I would like to do, actually, next turn. Yeah, I don't have enough defenses next turn, so let's just do Metallicize here and wait. I mean, I am wasting the vulnerability, but I think that's fine. Alright, here, let's do Hemokinesis, and then 2 strikes. Okay. Yeah, this one is almost going to be impossible to correct too, right? Infernal Blade gives me Headbutt. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do. I'll just accept the damage. Let's bring back another Hemokinesis. Okay. And then here, I can do Hemokinesis, Iron Wave, and a Strike. Alright. Yeah, no chance of perfecting, but at least, I mean, I'm also losing a lot of HP, but at least I am dealing enough damage that I hopefully should be able to kill next turn with an Upgraded Strike and a Headbutt. Beautiful. Alright, got Blood Vial still. At the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. Rampage, Rage, or Thunderclap. Rage might be good. I have a lot of attacks, so I wouldn't mind getting some way to convert them into defensive cards. Remove, transfer, or upgrade a card. I don't know if I need to urgently upgrade anything. I mean, the Metallicize upgrade is nice. Let's upgrade the Metallicize. Sure. Okay. Alright, and then here I got Ornamental Fan. Every time I play 3 attacks on a single turn, gain 4 block. Very helpful. And I don't think I need Rest Side now that I have enough HP. Spike Slime and Acid Slime. Let's see what this gives me. Fiend Fire. That's nice. Let's get rid of this guy. Then do a Defend, and then do Fiend Fire. Okay. And then here I can just do Strike 1, Strike 2. Beautiful. Alright, got an Explosive Potion, which I'll probably take over the Liquid Bronze Potion, yeah. Headbutt, Fire Breathing, Warcry. I don't think I need this. I mean, there's no reason not to go for collector bonuses, right? So I guess I'll take a second Headbutt. Wait, was that my second Headbutt? No, because I got one from Infernal Blade. So it's still my first Headbutt, but I still probably will go for collector bonuses. Yeah, because again, there's no reason. I got a shop here, that's good. Heals me back up thanks to the meal ticket. There's an offering that I can't afford. Also, I barely have any gold. So, yeah, I guess I'll do Carnage, Wild Strike, and wait. Those are the only 2 things I can really afford here. A little worried I don't have enough defensive cards for the upcoming boss. That might be a problem. Here, I do have Rage. That alone is not going to be enough. Unless I can kill this guy, which I can't really. Although, 26 plus 10 is 36. That's not quite enough. And if this Bash was a strike, or if this Carnage was a strike, that would have been enough with the Ornamental Fan, right? But it isn't, so fine. I can't apply... Well, hang on. If I do... Wait. If I do Rage, Bash, and then a Strike, then throw the Weakness Potion, that actually would allow me to be fully defended this turn. Alright, I did lose that Carnage, which is unfortunate. Alright. And then here, I have 13. I need slightly more. Let's see what the Infernal Bit gives me. Headbutt. Can I Headbutt a Rage? No, next turn? No, I mean, I could. Let's do Wild Strike, Headbutt the Rage. If only I had dealt 1 more damage, I could have used the Explosive Potion. Fine, let's do a Strike here, and then I might as well save the Explosive Potion. I'm not perfecting this one, even if I used it, so it's fine to take 9 extra damage. Alright, Alright, let's do Rage, then Iron Wave, then a Strike. Okay. That's a shame. Yeah, if I got a little luckier, it might have been very hard. Theoretically, it might have been possible, but it would have been practically very hard to perfect this one. Let's grab a basic strike. That is enough for the back down next turn. Come. And, okay, good. I can do the upgrade strike and the wild strike on this guy. Alright. And here, Bash and Iron Wave is enough. Beautiful. Alright, so then I just need to deal 8 more damage, which I can easily do. So I didn't lose too much HP, but yeah, definitely didn't perfect this one. I got Charon's Ashes. When you exhaust the card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Burning Pact Armament, spot weakness. Burning Pact is interesting with the Charon's Ashes. But no, for the upcoming boss, I think I need defensive cards. So let's take the armaments here. Remove a card to gain gold. Honestly, I don't think there's anything I urgently need to remove, so let's just gain the gold. Okay. And then here I got the Acid Slime and the Slaver. Oof, lots of incoming here. Alright, let's do Headbutt first and then double defend. Okay. Yeah, I might actually use the Explosive Potion, huh? Alright, luckily I'm not being able to get weakened here. Blood for Blood is almost enough. Not quite, though. Let's do Blood for free for sure. Then do a Strike and Metallicize. Okay. And then 12 incoming. I think I'll just upgrade the Carnage and then play that just because it does deal a lot of damage. And I just need to deal another 18, which I can do. I could do with the Hemokinesis, but let's avoid losing more HP. I think I should be able to deal 13 damage without having to deal self-damage. Yeah, Blood for Blood is enough. Beautiful. Alright, got another Explosive Push and Headbutt, Inflame, or Flex. I mean, I did just pick up a Headbutt, but thinking I was going to go for Highlander, or for Collective Versus, but I wonder maybe Highlanders are better. Let's take the Inflame. Yeah, if I get another good duplicate offered, Headbutt is not the best duplicate. If I get another good one offered, I might decide to pivot to Collective Bonuses, but let's stick with Highlander for now. Alright, this one, I mean, I do have a Dex Potion, so that might help. Let's do Armaments, then Bash. Okay. And I have Explosive Potions too. Alright, Metallicize might be really good. Let's do Metallicize, then see if the Infernal Blade gives me something. Clothesline is great for the weakness. Let's do Clothesline, and then barely able to transform with the Strike. Okay. Right, just need to defend against 7 or 6, which I can do with the Iron Wave, right? Yeah, that's exactly enough, and I can't play another attack. I mean, I could still play the Dex Potion, but I don't really need it. No more weakness, 18 incoming. I do have 13. I don't need the Dex Potion, but let's still play it. Yeah, let's do defend, then another defend. So the question is, can I deal enough damage next turn, or should I headbutt a defend? I am not confident. I mean, I do have Explosive Potions. Fine. In that case, I am losing the Carnage, but let's headbutt an attack card. Probably the Hemokinesis. Okay. Alright. Okay. I need to deal 40 damage here. I do have enough with Bash and Hemokinesis. Beautiful. So I can still save the Explosive Potions for later. Alright. Another 9. Let's upgrade the Rage. I mean, I can... Oh, wait. Should I headbutt the Rage? Next time no, I think I'll headbutt the, Clothesline would have been good too. I could just do Clothesline, right? Because I have 11. No, Clothesline is not enough. So I have to do defend and then headbutt probably the upgraded defend, right? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So 16, yeah, I have 2 defense, that's enough, and then a strike. Okay. Alright, here I might have trouble, 20. I have, actually I could just defend with 2 defense, right? Yeah, fine, let's do defend. Actually, Iron Wave is enough, and then I can do a strike. Thanks to the Metallicize. Alright. The extra dex is really useful. Very happy with that. And then, I mean, I don't really need to do armaments. Although, do I want to transform just yet? Next turn, I'm very likely to deal enough damage. So let's do... How do I do this? Let's do Wild Strike and Headbutt. No, Hemokinesis and Strike. Might as well... Oh, wait, no. Let's do Strike and then do the armaments, because I don't want to transform yet. Okay. And then here I can do Bash and Strike. Okay. And then here, so I could do Defend and then Clothesline. That way the enemy is weakened next turn. That might be a big help. Alright. I mean, yeah, I guess it did help a little. Let's do Rage, Armaments, Defend. Yeah, I have to play the Defend and I can do a Strike. Okay, just need to deal 60 damage. That seems perfectible. Actually, worst case, I can use my Explosive Potions. Beautiful. Alright, at least I perfected something after a few disasters there. Fiendfire, Exhume, Impervious. I think I'll go for Pauper, even though I did fail really hard against the elites. Go on Fusion Hammer. Well, wait. If I take Fusion Hammer, I'll lose max HP, which I would like to avoid. I don't really want Philosopher's Stone. I don't really want Ectoplasm. I guess Philosopher's Stone is manageable. Gain energy at the start of your turn. All enemies start calm with 1 strength. It does make things a little difficult. It especially make things difficult to perfect. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I can hit 4 of the 5 elites. That's fine. I forgot to count Crush Mark from Act 1, but I haven't received any curses yet, so I think this should be fine. Let's do armaments, then defend, then hemokinesis, and a strike. Okay. Could use the explosive potion here, huh? Alright, Infernal Blade gives me anger. That's not great. Let's do inflame. Then a strike, anger, and defend. Okay. And then here I can do carnage, wild strike, and a strike. And that's almost enough to kill. Just need to deal 12 more damage, which I can easily do. Okay. Alright, got a colorless potion, spot weakness, shockwave, uppercut. Now, I'm tempted to take the shockwave just because it exhausts and I have the extra energy. And the extra weakness is nice. Here, oh, I clicked on that too quickly. I honestly have no idea what to remove, and I'd rather save the gold for another shop. So let's reload this event real quick. Okay. So I should get the same event, right? Yeah, let's just skip this. Okay. Here I got oddly smooth stone, so I come with 1 dexterity. That's not bad. And here I got a shop again. Good thing I didn't lose a bunch of gold. Probably don't need Mummified Hand. Happy Flower is interesting, not super necessary. There's a Perfected Strike, which is probably not necessary either. Yeah, I guess if I go for Highlander, I should avoid the Infernal Blade. Havoc is interesting. I already have Inflame, Finesse. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of any of these. Maybe Least Waffle and pick up raise to mastery by 7, heal all of HP, mostly just to try to get the stuff modifier. Yeah, I guess I can do Havoc. It does exhaust something. Let's take it. But yeah, I was hoping for a better shop. Let's save the gold for another shop on Act 3, hopefully. Alright, Crusher Marker and Bird Fight with extra strength on all of them. Hopefully should be fine, though. I can do armaments, then Iron Wave. Let's do Wild Strike, and actually with Headbutt I'll be almost fully defended. No, let's still bring one of them to the ground. Take back an Iron Wave. Yeah, that way I'll avoid losing any HP here. Here it is interesting to throw the Explosive Potion. Let's do armaments, then Shockwave. Okay. That brings it down to... Yeah, it allows me to be fully defended with a defend. Okay. And then the enemies are weakened and vulnerable for a long time. I don't have a lot of AoE damage cards, huh? Let's see what the Havoc plays. That is a strike. Beautiful. Then I can do another strike. And I think I'll avoid playing the Hemokinesis. I think I should be fine without it. Worst case, I think I'll use an Explosive Potion to free up my potion slot. Okay. Let's do Rage, Metallicize, and then I can get this bird to the ground. Okay. Alright, so the Explosive Potion is enough for these two. Can I get the Backliner to less than 10? There's a Carnage. That is 15. Exactly enough to kill. Let's do that. Alright. And then do Iron Wave and Headbutt. Beautiful. Alright, we got a Colorless Potion. See, I was going to use the Explosive Potion anyway because I could have used it, I guess, because I like the Colorless Potion more. Cleave, Twin Strike, Sentinel. All of them are good. Twin Strike is interesting because I'm going for a few Strength energies, but I'm going to take the Cleave just because I need AoE damage, like in this fight. Alright, I can do Shockwave. I am very tempted to use the Explosive Potion here. Yeah, I think I will do that just to make sure that there's a higher chance that the backline doesn't decide to attack me next turn. Okay, it didn't. Beautiful. So let's upgrade everything. Let's play the Carnage with Vulnerability, which is great, and then do Metallicize. Okay. And still not being attacked. Very nice. Nukinesis is 15. Did I see what the Havoc plays? Let's see what the Havoc plays here. That's an Inflame. Alright, fine. So, wait. If I do Iron Wave and Strike, that is enough for this guy. And then Hemokinesis. Oh, man, let's see what the Colorless Potion gives me. Dramatic Entrance. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. Again, increase the chance of not being attacked by the Backliner. And it worked. Beautiful. That's Infernal Blade for an uppercut. That's great. Then Wild Strike, Regular Strike, and then Headbutt. I think I'll bring back the Carnage. That should be enough to kill next turn, right? Alright, got a little lucky, admittedly, with the attack pattern. This guy decided to attack me at least once at some point. I probably would have had trouble defending here. Alright, perfect. This one we got Paper Frog. Enemy with vulnerable takes 75% more damage rather than 50. That's really nice. And True Grit for a solid offensive card. Let's take it. Here I got another shop. I'm getting a lot of shops and definitely don't have enough gold at all. So I already have these two. I mean, honestly, I'm not seeing anything amazing here. So I guess Intimidate is fine. It does exhaust. Let's take it. Okay. Did have enough gold to buy the Iron Potion. What do you call it? The Fortified Iron Potion now. Alright, 14 incoming. Let's do Rage, Havoc, see what that gives me. I was hoping for an attack. No, weakness is good. 10 damage. Or 10 incoming, then 2 strikes. And then I can defend with the True Good. Good. 21, that is a lot. I think I should apply weakness, but then I don't think I can defend. Let me see if the Scaleless Potion gives me something amazing. Apotheosis is really nice. Doesn't give me block, though, but actually it'll be 7 plus 8, 15, and this will be 15 too. I think this should be enough, right? So if I do Apotheosis, then Shockwave, then Iron Wave, and Defend. That is enough to be fully defended. Beautiful. And I got all the other cards upgraded too, which is definitely worth it. 16 here. Yeah, unfortunately, this is where my luck stops, right? Let's do Wild Strike, Cleave, Anger, and a Strike. And that's only 13. I needed 3 more. Fine. Not much I could have done there. All right, let's do Metallicize, Headbutt. Probably, didn't I have a Carnage here? I did not. All right, let's do True Grit then. And then 2 defense. Okay. And then Carnage is enough to kill here. All right, fine. Yeah, no chance of getting overkill, unfortunately. Or, perfect, unfortunately. Got Out of War. If you do not play any attacks in your turn, get additional energy next turn. An Essence of Steel Potion. Sever Soul, Twin Strike, Sword Boomerang. Let's do Twin Strike, I guess. Sword Boomerang, Sever Soul. I am not sure here. I think Sever Soul might be interesting, but I don't even have curses at this point. I don't have enough strength for Sword Boomerang. I do have the energy. Let's take this Sever Soul because it will also trigger the Charon's Ashes, I guess. We got a new Chakra. Every time we play 10 attacks, get extra energy. And then here, another Question Mark Room to get Strike. Dummy cards containing Strike deal 3 additional damage. Okay. Alright, the Slavers might be a challenge. Yeah, I would have to get real lucky here, and I didn't. Nothing I can do, right? Yeah, let's accept that. There's no chance I can perfect this one, so let's just do 2 strikes and then True Grit. Okay. Yeah, definitely losing HP. Nothing I could have done there. Let's do Metallicize, Intimidate. Here I can play everything, right? Let's do Wild Strike, and then 2 strikes here. Okay. And then here, let's do Armaments, then Carnage. Actually, let me do Hemokinesis, this guy, then do Carnage. And then I am fully defended this turn, and I think 22 damage should be doable. Sword Boomerang and Cleave. Beautiful. Alright, so we got Bronze Scale, Status Cone with 3 Thorns, which is nice. Carnage number 2, Trigger number 2, or Iron Wave number 2. Something tells me to go for Highlander, but something else tells me that might be a big mistake. But yeah, let's try to go for Highlander here. We go Stabbing attempt number 2. And this time I have way less luck than before. Let's do Bash, Hemokinesis, Cleave, then Defend. That's 14. If I drink the Essence of Steel Potion, as much as I like to save it for the boss fight. But yeah, let's drink it and see if that does anything. It does allow me to be fully defended this turn. Here I have 21 that I can weaken down to 15 and fully defend against that. Good. Okay. And then 16 here. True Grit and Defend is enough. Let's do Infernal Blade first. Then Inflame. Then Dropkick, Defend, and True Grit. Okay. No more weakness. Actually, never mind. With the Shockwave, there's still weakness, but I might have trouble defending. I think I have to do Shockwave and then Carnage to deal enough damage to kill. Beautiful. Perfect this one finally. Got Ancient Tea said when we enter a rest site, start Nethcone with 2 extra energy. I mean, Perfect the Strike would be triggered by the Strike Dummy, but I can't really take duplicates and I just have an extra Wild Strike, so I'm not sure if it's worth it. Clothesline might be better just for the weakness. I think I'll take the Clothesline here. Okay. And then I think I can skip a rest site. Let's just do a regular fight here. Got the Snake Plant. Shouldn't be too horrible. Let's do Inflame, Intimidate. Yeah, I think I'll just do Strike and Sever Soul. Okay. Alright, 24. Let's apply the weakness. That's good. I think it might make sense to just double defend here. Okay. Alright. And then here, can I deal 29 damage? Not with a Rampage, really. Let's see what the Havoc plays. That's a True Grit. That's not what I wanted to play, but this is enough to kill. Beautiful. Alright, Iron Wave number 2, Rampage or Anger. I don't have an Anger, and I'm thinking Anger might be good to try to trigger the Ornamental Fan more frequently. Alright, here, a regular fight in a Question Mark Room. I'm getting way too many shops and way too many regular fights in Question Mark Rooms. A little disappointing, I have to admit. Alright, I could do 2 defense here. Let's not do the dash. The bash, I mean. Alright, 15. Let's do Clothesline, Break Through the Block, then Iron Wave, Anger, and then a Strike. And another Strike. Okay, that was actually almost enough to get rid of this guy. And then here I just need to deal 15 damage, which I can do with an upgraded Strike, and then do the upgraded Strike on the backliner. Beautiful. Lane Bear is a great defensive card. Let's take it. Would love to have a good defensive card. I have no idea how I'm going to protect the Automaton. Let's upgrade. Rage might be a good upgrade. Let's upgrade that. Okay. I don't have any pushes to help me either. That might be a big problem. Alright, fine. Let's do Inflame, Bash, and I think I'll avoid playing the Wild Strike just because I don't want to deal with a wound. And also I'll keep the Nunchaku for next turn. And here I do have Flame Barrier, that's good. Let's do Carnage. Alright, then Flame Barrier. Then Iron Wave to be fully defended. Actually, I don't even need Iron Wave. I can just do Strike and Anger that deals more damage and still allows me to be fully defended. Alright. This guy took Intimidate. I would like to get that back. Backliner took Metallicist. I would also like to get that back. Alright, yeah, I think I should do Armaments, Shockwave. See what the Havoc plays. That's a Hemokinesis, okay. And then if I do Strike, I won't be able to play the Armaments. Let's strike. Wait, if I strike this guy, it'll give me back an Intimidate. That is not bad. Oh, but it only applies weakness for 1 turn. Would have been better if I applied it for 2 turns, huh? Alright, fine. Okay, 22. That is a lot. I do have Rage. Anything I need to headbutt. Defend. Wait, hang on. Well, I mean, yeah, there's not much I can do here. Let's do headbutt the, I don't think I can perfect next turn. Let's headbutt the Havoc, I guess. Then do defend. 14. Metal says is 18. And I cannot trigger the Ornamental Fan, right? Alright, fine. 19. No, wait, that was enough because of the Rage. Right, because of the upgrade Rage. Okay, that was a close one. But now in 2 turns, I'll be in trouble. And I got Clothesline in the wrong turn, too. Let's do Clothesline, strike 1, strike 2, and then Havoc could play an Infernal Blade. It didn't. It played to defend instead. Fine. Okay. Alright, 39. This is with weakness, so that's good at least. Let's see what the Havoc plays. That's a defend. Okay. I mean, yeah, I didn't really have high hopes for being able to get 39 block here. I got 14. That's, you know, not even halfway there. Alright. Okay, fine. Yeah, this one I think would have been another big challenge to perfect. I probably should have considered playing the Bash because of the Paper Frog, but I think the weakness was nice too. Let's upgrade everything again. Do Iron Wave, Cleave, and Strike. Come. And then here, let's do Strike, Headbutt. Probably bring back the Bash because I do want to try to... I could have played the Triggered for 3 extra damage. I do want to try to kill here. Let's do Rage, Bash, then Sever Soul, 31. That's not quite enough. Yeah, fine. I mean, I'm already not perfecting, right? So, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. The big attack I had no chance. And then maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I needed to perfect that big attack. So, fine. Alright. Bludgeon, Corruption, Eliminate. I'll skip these to go for Pauper. Although at this point, I think Pauper is definitely a mistake. I think I'll take the Tiny House and pick up between 1 push and gain 50 gold. Just to make sure we have between 1 card and upgrade 1 random card. So, I got a Strike upgrade, an Energy Potion, and then I already have this between Combust and Clash. Combust is not the worst. Clash is not the worst either. Okay, let's say Clash mostly because I don't have any, what do you call it, curses at this point. Alright, so, 1, 2, 3. Okay, could this be the first flight run where I don't actually get Eye Like Shiny? Because that is a very disappointing low number of elites. Alright, fine. I'll continue to maximize question mark, I think. Is there a shop later on? There's a shop here which I can do without skipping question mark room. So yeah, let's try that. Alright, let's do Intimidate, then Cleave will make me take damage. Let me see what the Havoc plays. I was hoping a defensive card. I did not play a defensive card, but I still think I should do Cleave. Actually, I should have triggered the... That was dumb. I should have played the Strike first. I would have triggered the Ornamental Fan, and I would not have taken any damage. Although, actually, never mind. I'm still taking damage from the backliner. Okay, I'm sorry. It is not my main run anyway, because I already died, but I should probably not make a bunch of mistakes. So let's do this again, and also play the Clothesline. I think that would be enough, right? So if I do Intimidate, Havoc, and then Clothesline, and then the Cleave. Okay, I still took damage there because the Ornamental Fan triggered after I took damage from the Spiker. Fine, fine. Right here, let's do Infernal Blade. Emulate is great. Yeah, let's emulate, and then I can do Defend and a Strike. Okay. I just need to exhaust 2 more things, right? Can I exhaust 2 things without... wait, there's a Shockwave... And a trigger. Yeah, I basically don't want to trigger the Nunchaku. Oh, yeah, right. Actually, I just need to exhaust 1 more thing, which I can do with the Shockwave. Beautiful. Alright, so we got Fire Breathing, Uppercut, Clash. I definitely don't need Fire Breathing. I don't mind the Uppercut. It's pre-upgraded, which might be really nice. Let's take it. The Vulnerability is also going to help quite a bit. Here, I have to lose something. Oh, man, I hate to lose any of those, but... Flame. I mean, the Flame is nice. Cleave is nice, too. For the Fine Boss, I don't really need the Cleave. No, let's lose the Inflame. Yeah, I don't really rely on strength that much. Okay, here, let's fight these 2 guys for a Relic. Alright. Okay, so I think I should apply Vulnerability with the Bash. Let's see what the Havoc plays. Uppercut, beautiful. Then, should I do Clothesline? No, this guy's already weakened. Let's do Hemokinesis, and then a Strike. Okay. Alright, here, let's upgrade everything, and then a Strike is enough for this guy, and then I think I'll do Sever Soul. Or actually, you know what? It might be better to preserve HP to play the True Grit instead. Okay. 17. Let's see, Infernal Blade gives me an Iron Wave. Beautiful. Together with the other Iron Wave. Let's bring the Bash back. Actually, didn't I have an Uppercut? Uppercut might have been better. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I did the Bash, right? The Uppercut would have been better in pretty much every way. Let's do Strike and Defend here. Okay. At least I did lose HP, but not as much as I could have. So, yeah. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, I got Ice Cream. Energy is now conserved between turns. That's really nice. Whirlwind with Ice Cream is tempting. Shrug It Off is slightly better, though. Let's take it. I think I'm a little worried about defensive cards here. Here, let's grab 3 colorless cards. Nothing amazing there. Nothing amazing there. Reich Entrance is fine. It's the only non-rare card there. Let's take that. Here, I'll take Flash of Steel. And here, I'll take Finesse for card draw, I guess. Okay. Might be hard to get in Scoobian, huh? Definitely don't want to lose all my gold because I do have a shop coming up. Here I got the Reptomancer with 20 incoming. Let's upgrade everything first, then do the Dramatic Entrance. Okay. And then I get rid of this guy with the Headbutt. Wait, yeah, I don't mind bringing back an Armaments. And then do Defend and wait. Okay. Alright, everyone is attacking me. I do have Intimidate. That's good. Let's actually upgrade that Intimidate first. Okay. Then do Infernal Blade. Alright, and then I can do Flame Barrier, Cleave. Oh man, so I have to use the Body Slam on this guy, unfortunately. Otherwise I'll lose the Perfect. Yeah, that's a shame. Alright. Again, being attacked for 23. Let's do Bash, Flash of Steel. Yeah, there's nothing I can do to defend, right? So, this is 28 versus 21 plus 15, so that's more. Alright, fine, yeah. No chance of perfecting this, unfortunately. Alright, here, I had that rage a little sooner. Let's do Clothesline for weakness, see what the Havoc plays. That's an Iron Wave, and then Strike and Anger. Come. And here, Carnage and an Uppercut. Sure, then the Uppercut first is enough. Alright, Ink Bottle, one of you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. Flex, Serum Blow, Evolve. Definitely don't need this. Between these two, I don't think I need to evolve. Let's take the Flex. And then, yeah, let's do a regular fight here, and then I'll go for a shop after this. Let's do Armaments, Flash of Steel. Clothesline is nice. Let's see what that gives me. And then Havoc plays a True Grit. Of course, why didn't I play the Dramatic Entrance first? Did not think I would play a True Grit. Yeah, fine. Let's do 2 attacks and a Strike and a Clash. Beautiful. Is that the first time I played the Clash? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Alright, here, let's do... Can I headbutt something? I could headbutt the Clash, actually. Let's do that just for fun. And then do Finesse, Defend 1, Defend 2, then the Clash, and then this to kill. Beautiful. Alright, Iron Wave, Flex, or Dark Embrace. I already have these two. Let's take the Dark Embrace, although I don't think it fits this deck really well. Ori is interesting. Might allow me to get... actually, this will get me well fed. This will... Actually, isn't going to be impossible. It's unlikely. Possible, but very unlikely. I don't think I need any of the cards. Let's grab the Ori first and pick up, choose and add 5 cards to your deck. So I already have these two, and this is rare, so I can't take this. Battle Trend... Oh, all of these are good, actually. Let me think about that for a second. Trench, Havoc, Iron Wave, already have this and this. I guess I'll take the Entrench here. Already have these two, so let's take the Sentinel. And already have these two, let's take the Twin Strike. Okay, so here, all of these are good. I am tempted to take the Pummel Strike. Battle Trance might be really good too for card draw. Let's do Battle Trance. It's pre-upgraded too. Okay. Alright, and then I could buy the Pen Nip. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. That's not bad. In terms of cards, I already have these two. I don't know. I guess I can do Sword Boomerang. Actually, if I buy the Fruit Juice Potion, I get the Well-Fed modifier, so let's take that, which means I can't afford anything else, but fine, let's get the Well-Fed modifier first. Okay. Right, here I got Centennial Puzzle. The first time lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. And then here I got the Gen Head. I don't think I can really get overkill on this. I got real lucky with the Pen Nib. Let's do Shockwave first. I don't even have enough to defend fully. Unless I draw something. Let's do Defend, Dramatic Entrance. Okay, I can actually fully defend thanks to the Ornamental Fan. Okay. And the Clash, of course. Right, not being attacked here. I think I'll do Dark Embrace. Then do... Wait, should I headbutt something? I don't think I need to headbutt the Clash. Let's do Uppercut. And then headbutt... How about Uppercut for next turn? Okay. Alright, so here let's do Flex, Flash of Steel. Uppercut. A Strike. And then wait, next turn I have the Ink Bottle and the Pen Nib. If I get Carnage with the Vulnerability, I might have a chance of... Okay, I did get Carnage at 35 already. So let's do Anger first. Carnage is at 77. If I upgrade that, it'll be 117. Beautiful. That gets me the overkill modifier, right? Yeah, let's do Shrug It Off to be fully defended. And then I think I'll do Carnage, Sever Soul, and then I can play the strike too. Okay, that was a great turn. Oh, I forgot. Wait, how did I draw another strike? Anyway, I could have played another strike there. Not that I think it makes a difference, because I am in trouble here. Although I do have Entrench, but that's not enough. Let's do Bash, Clothesline, and then Wild Strike. No, that is enough to perfect. All right, beautiful. Perfect this one and got overkill. We got Anchor, Stretch, Command, 10 block, Iron Wave, Feed, or Trigger. A little too late for the feed, huh? But I did get the Well-Fed modifier, and obviously Stuffed is pretty much impossible. And I already have these two, so I have to skip this. So Insignian might be impossible too, I think. Yeah, I could get my first curse, which I don't really want, but I also don't want to lose max HP and lose Highlander, so I guess I'll take the curse here. Okay. Yeah, I got another shop where I barely have enough gold to afford anything. Yeah, I already have these 3. Didn't I have a body slam too, or did I get it from somewhere else? Yeah, I got it from somewhere else. I guess I can take it. I mean, nothing better to take. I could also just take the Essence of Steel potion. Let's take that. That might help me against the boss fight. I did have a clothesline, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I can't take that. All right. Okay. It's a shame that in a flight modifier I can't get the Alex Shiny modifier. I did purposely skip a bunch of relics. Well, not a bunch, but a few relics because I thought I would be able to get it easily. All right, let's do... hang on. I think I'll do a defend here. Then do Twin Strike to get rid of one of the minions. Then do Anger. Then the Thorns kill the other one. Good. All right. Okay, of course, both are attacking me. Let me see what the Battle Trance gives me. Hoping for something with double damage. I do have energy. Let's do Armaments, then Flame Barrier. Then, yeah, I guess I'll do a double damage strike here to get rid of this guy. Uppercut for weakness. Okay, that way I'm fully defended. And let's do another strike. All right. Okay, luckily not being attacked here. I can do Flex, Clothesline, Clash, and then a strike. I think I won't play the Iron Wave because I don't need the block and I'd rather have the energy for next turn. Still not being attacked. Good. Let's do Intimidate. All right. Then, let's do Wild Strike, a regular strike, or... no, I think I'll do a regular strike this guy, then defend, because I'm hoping the Thorns and or exhausting one more card will kill the backliner. I do have double damage very soon. So if I do Rage, Shrug It Off, then Infernal Blade, there's a Whirlwind. Can I do double damage Whirlwind? No, I think I'll do double damage Sever Soul. That might be better. Wait, hang on. I don't think I can, right? Let's just do Whirlwind. That is enough to kill the backliner. That way I have double damage in the next fight. Good. Alright, Dark Storm Parry up a little too late. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your make sure by 6, as well as a weakness potion. And yeah, also too late for the perfected strikes. I guess I'll take the pummel because it does exhaust too. Sure. And then here I just got the transient. Alright. Let's do double damage Clothesline, dramatic entrance, and yeah, I guess I'll wait here. Save the energy. Alright, 30. Let's do Battle Trance here. Then Carnage. Okay. I think I'll headbutt Carnage. Yep. And then let's do Flame Barrier. Ooh, actually, if I do Metallicize, I'll draw... Well, I can't draw a card. Yeah, let's skip the Metallicize. I'd rather have card draw next turn and extra energy that way, too. Alright, 51. Let's do Carnage here. Okay. See what the Havoc plays. That's an Anger. Alright, not amazing. A Strike. And I am able to defend with the Sentinel, so that's fine. Should have done the Trigger because that might have exhausted the Sentinel and given me extra energy for the next turn. Let's do Hemokinesis, Twin Strike. And then, should I do Pummel? Yeah, I don't think I need double damage with the Pummel. Should probably do double damage with the Sever Soul. Or should I save it? Actually, yeah, I think if I defend, I'll lose a little bit of HP this turn. 3. But I'll be able to have double damage next turn, which I might need more urgently. Yeah, let's do Armaments, Uppercut, Bash. And that is not enough. Oof. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's okay. I'm losing a little bit of HP, but I think that's fine. Alright, Infernal Blade, Combust, Thunderclap. Already have these two, and I don't think I need the Combust, mostly because there's no way I can get the Insignium modifier. I did really poorly here, actually. Well, we'll find out at the end, but I feel like this run is not... I mean, I just missed a bunch of stuff. I would like to upgrade the Shockwave, and Armaments upgrade is... Not an Armaments, the Rage upgrade would have been interesting too, but I think the multiple turns of vulnerability and weakness, especially with Paper Frog, is really good. Let's do Metallicize, Shrug It Off. That at least does allow me to defend this turn. Let's also drink the Essence of Steel potion, of course. Should I do Havoc? Let's do the rank entrance. Strike. Let me see what the Havoc plays. That's a Sever Soul. Okay, gets rid of a curse. That's not bad. Gets rid of the only curse I had. Okay. Alright, another 24. This looks slightly worse. I do have a weakness potion. That brings it down to 24. Yeah, I still don't... Well, actually 15, but I still have no chance there. So there's nothing I can do, right? Infernal Blades. Okay, I mean, Uppercut does give me weakness, but will that make a difference? Not really, right? Especially... Yeah, alright, fine. No chance of perfecting this. Hang on. Shockwave is good here. Let's do that. Alright. Yeah. The enemy was already weakened now. Still taking that much damage. Okay. In that case, let's try to... Well, at least I should be able to get the Lightspeed modifier, so that's good news. Let's do Dark Embrace, Uppercut, Intimidate. Come. And then, I guess I can do Rage, Pummel, and a Strike. Or, should I do... Let's do Iron Wave and then Double Damage Strike. Right. Okay. And then another 21. Let's do Clothesline. I'm forcing a transformation, right? So let's headbutt a defensive card like a Shrug It Off. Then draw it with the Battle Trance. Play the Shrug It Off. And then I can't do Entrench, so I have to do Sentinel. Alright. Come. Alright, so the enemy is transforming. Already has 5 strength, which is annoying. I think I'll just wait here, right? Yep. Save the energy. Come. And then 31. I do have Flame Barrier here, which I can upgrade with the armaments. Let's do that. Might as well throw the weakness potion. Why not? Then do Flame Barrier. Then Carnage and Twin Strike. Ah, I got the bash a little too late. Fine. Alright, and then 27 here. Let's do Entrench would be great. Let's do Sentinel Entrench to preserve some HP. And then do Clothesline or Hemokinesis. I guess I'll do Hemokinesis. The enemy's already weakened, and that way I'll save energy for next turn. I guess I also have an energy push, and I can use that too. Alright, another 27. Yeah, I'm starting to think that this was pretty much imperfectible. I don't think I had any chance whatsoever. Alright, here, let's do Shrug It Off, see what that gives me. Alright, then do Battle Trance, then do Armaments, upgrade pretty much everything. Okay, then do Uppercut, Havoc, which plays a Defend. Alright, Finesse. Oh, that Finesse was useless. Unless I can play 5 cards? No, I can't. Let's just do Uppercut and Double Damage Headbutt. And then, didn't I have a Carnage? No, but I think I'll do another Uppercut. Do I have 2 Uppercuts there, or did I get one from... Yeah, no, I only have one. I must have gotten one from somewhere else. Alright, I actually had the energy push. I could have just played 3 cards, so I would have been enough right without the block. Let's drink it now. Let's do Uppercut, Strike 1, and that's enough. Alright, fine. Yeah, I honestly did really horribly. Let's see. 1252, yeah, not a great score. That's with a reload, right? With a few reloads. I only perfected 4 elites and only the Act 1... No, Act 1 boss, right. Did get overkill, that helped a little bit. Mr. Machine, money, barely. Highlander did not have a chance to get curses. I am glad I did not go for Collector-Moses. I don't feel I would have been able to get a lot. Did get Lightspeed though, but yeah, so 1252. I mean, people did so much better. How did I do so much better? Actually, okay, I am amazed. 1252 would have put me in 13th place. That's insane. I thought I did so poorly. Alright, well, Gemino was able to do 1369. That's amazing. Interestingly, not a multiple of 25 away from me. 1252 and 1369, that's 117 points more. That's interesting. Maybe Gemino skipped question mark rooms, or maybe skipped elites. And then Goldberry got about 50 points less, and Alex had about 75 points less, so I wouldn't be surprised if things like Lightspeed... Actually, Alex probably didn't get the time modifiers, but then, yeah, maybe getting overkill is not easy. Maybe perfecting the few bosses. Maybe perfecting the Act 1 boss. I did get very lucky against that one. Wow. Okay, I really thought I did so horrible, but it looks like this was just a tough run. Yeah, I see Nick here with 1127. Yeah, I suspect this was just a really tough run, and somehow Gemino was able... I still don't think Gemino perfected all the bosses. I think that's, well, not impossible, but very difficult. Yeah, I am curious. Let me know in the comments what you did. I think this just started off very difficult, and there were no good card rewards early on. Maybe not going for Popper was... Actually, maybe that explains the 50-point difference. Maybe Goldberry went for Popper. Or did not go for Popper, because I did go for Popper, and that might have been a mistake. Well, at least everybody did much better in my first run. Yep, that was my first run. My first 2 runs, actually. Alright, let me know in the comments. It's a review scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was a much better run for me. It was a watch run with the Kamiya, Flight, and Midas modifiers. Gemino did really well with 1709. Amazing score. I thought Highlander was the right approach yesterday because I was able to pull off Highlander curses. But Gemino and Goldberry showed that no, collector bonuses were better. So Gemino was able to get a total of 7 collector bonuses. But the big thing is that because he was going for collector bonuses, he was able to take the apparitions, and those were a big help. Gemino mentioned he struggled perfecting everything until those show up. And yeah, so he was able to get 6 elites after the apparitions, and then all the bosses, as as I mentioned, 7 collector bonuses. Was able to get curses, overkill, light speed, I like shiny, the I like gold modifier, as well as Mystery Machine, Popper, and Encyclopedian. So yeah, amazing score, great number of collector bonuses. Goldbear was able to beat the number of collector bonuses by 2, ended up with 1707 though. Perfected 4 of the 9 elites, so 2 fewer elites. Got all the bosses, got 9 collector bonuses, which I think is the record for yesterday, and that does also include the apparitions, which definitely helped perfecting the bosses. Congratulations. Next, we have Hobo here with 1642. You can check out my comment with his screenshot from yesterday. Hobo perfected 5 of the 9 elites, all the bosses. I mentioned that against the Act 3 boss, he did rely on 4 block potions with the Sacred Bark, which was very helpful. Ended up getting Highlander and Curses, just like me. Was able to get Overkill and Combo, both against the Gen Head. Missed the I like Gold modifier, which makes me think that he probably did not get the Normality event. And also missed the Stuff modifier, but was able to get Encyclopedian. I guess he had the choice between Encyclopedian and Stuff with the Singing Bowl, and wasn't able to get both. He did mention that he skipped a bunch of early shops to get more gold with the Mob Bank, and I think that did give him a lot of gold, but unfortunately made it harder to get Encyclopedian and Stuff together. I end up with 1534. That's a huge difference to Hobo. But yeah, I perfected 5 of the 9 elites. I missed the Act 2 boss. I had no chance to get that one. Also went for Highlander, which I guess if I did perfect that Act 2 boss, I would have had 1634, which would have been closer to Hobo. But yeah, it still, I think the people who did really well got a lot of collector bonuses. I guess there was Courier at the end too, right, with a lot of gold. So I was able to get curses though with the Highlander modifier. I got I like gold, overkill against the Gen Head, did not get combo though. Was able to get stuffed with exactly 110 max HP and sorry, not 110, 102 because of the Watcher. Also got Encyclopedian with exactly 51 cards. Missed the Lightspeed modifier by 20 seconds though, so that was unfortunate. Alright, next we have Alex here with 1438. Alex perfected 6 of the 9 elites, 2 of the 3 bosses. Mentioned that he skipped Question Mark Rooms on Act 1, and that changed the RNG. For example, he got Necronomicurse. He also got Blue Candle, which together with the Necronomicurse, of course, makes it easy to get combo. He also was able to bottle a Wallop, which is great with the Necronomicon, so that basically you are able to play twice on turn 1 and gain a lot of block, not have to worry about defending on turn 1. Unfortunately, Alex did miss the Speedster modifier by 30 seconds, and then because of the different RNG, he had a Writhing Mass fight at the end, which was his opportunity to get a 5th curse, but he already had a Parasite from an Act 1 event, so he had to choose between Curse and Highlander, and he decided to go for Curses, and yeah, was able to get that, as well as Overkill, Stuffed, Encyclopedian, and he also took the Curse Key, so I suspect skipping the Question Mark Rooms on Act 1 did cause the change in RG to be so severe that he, even with Curse Key, had to rely on that Writhing Mass Parasite to get the Curse. Still, decent score there. Next you have Roland with 1432, Cyberfox got 1410, I think that's it for top 100, right? Yeah. So not a bad run yesterday. Today, I did really poorly, and I think everybody else probably did really poorly too. Although, I guess kudos to people who actually were able to survive, because, yeah, just getting out of the Lagavulin fight, I have to scroll back all the way. Yeah, fine. Getting out of the Lagavulin fight was a challenge for me for sure. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you did. I guess I did skip a Question Mark Room to go for a shop. That's the only way I was able to survive my second run through, or my third run through. Yeah, let me know if that's what you did too, or if you're somehow able to perfect or to survive the first 2 elites. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.